And we need to hear from you. 614-365-5711 is the number to call to support here at WCBE here on 90.5. And we'd like to thank some community businesses for donating coffee for us, and coffee, beverages, and food to us as well. We'd like to thank Love Brothers Coffee House in Grandview Heights, where you can also make a donation to WCBE. We'd like to thank Destination Donuts for Breakfast at the North Market. We'd also like to thank Great Point Kitchen and Lenan Hager. That's located in Northwest Columbus for lunch, and Posh Nosh near Grandview Heights for dinner. So thank you so much for donating that to WCBE. And the number to call again is 614-365-5711.
Just like Heather said, we are on day 2, part 2 of the Fall On Air Fund Drive. We hope you're having a good time here during the Global Village. I know we're in substituting for Maggie, who will be back Monday. But again, if you call and donate right now, everyone within the sound of my voice, we could possibly have the regular non-funder version of the Global Village by Monday if everyone called and donated at least $20 or $30. That's not a bad thing to do. Granted, we do have our suggested levels. The 90.5, which gets you the 2 gifts that we have. Both are new to the to our fund drive. We have the WCBE branded phone charger and the locally made phone, naturally made. Naturally? Anyhow, we have the phone soap available as well. So you're getting 2 gifts for one, and a 3rd gift of the continued gift of WCBE. Right now, over in our phone room, waiting to hear from you, Deb Rada, Ann Moreau, John Smith, and Tony La Rosa. They're all over there waiting to hear from you. Remember, we are in the process of what we're calling our smiling and dialing section of the day. We want to get you smiling. We want to get you dialing. We're going to be playing some more music. If you're enjoying yourself, chime in. Let us know. Not only is your donation important to us, but your feedback is important to us as well. As a regular Saturday and Sunday guy, I know our Saturday lineup is about to change because of your feedback. Certain shows are leaving, certain shows are moving up in their time slot. It's going to be a hodgepodge. We're going to mix things up. All because you wanted that to happen. Ask Me Another is going away. You weren't filling that show, so it's going bye-bye. Car Talk, its final episode is airing tomorrow. Not necessarily because you didn't like it, because we all loved that show, but it was time for it to retire, just obviously because they hadn't been making it in a while. And one of the things that is changing on Saturday is You Inc. is moving up in time slot, which brings us to our guest, Ria.
Hi.
How are you doing, Ria?
I'm great. How are you?
See,
Thank you for having me.
Smiling, and we hope that you're smiling too. Because remember, we are smiling and dialing. So Ria, for the people who aren't familiar with You Inc., tell us what You Inc. is about.
Well, the mission statement of You Inc. is to elevate the emotional intelligence of the populace through edutainment. So we're part education, part entertainment, and then we also have guests on to be the entertainment part. So what we're trying to do is help people learn how to build bridges within themselves and others instead of dams. We feel that, now is more important time than ever to be able to learn how to communicate with each other respectfully, to talk with each other instead of talking at each other. We really want communities to get stronger in terms of how they treat themselves, how they work with other people. It's just really important. Emotional intelligence has become a really hot topic. Like big companies, we also have a business focus in our program. Companies aren't hiring people, mostly on their skill anymore. It's on their likability. And if you don't know how to get along with others, if you can't express how you feel about something without creating a lot of drama, then companies don't want to work with you. And the same thing goes with families. We want families to enjoy their experiences with each other, to be able to handle things without anger, being able to be proactive in a lot of what we're trying to do. So You Inc. is all about giving you those tools. So how it started was I always thought of myself as Ria Inc. So every time I would go about making a decision for myself in my life, I would ask myself, Ria, is this a good thing to do for your brand? Is this a good thing to do for your company, being me? And so one day I was driving down the highway, and I'll never forget, I was on 315, and I was passing by the Ohio State University, my alma mater, and I was listening to WCB like I always do, and I said to myself, I know what, I want to be on WCBE. This is the place where a show like You Inc. would be a great fit. Highly curated. It's balanced, it's fair, it's peer reviewed, it's educational, and it provides real value for listeners. And so You Inc. was born. And so every week we give a different tool, whether that's resiliency with Gene Smith, whether that's simplicity with Larry Smith, whether that's inclusion with Katie Smith. Those are my big three Smiths, actually. And we have great guests coming up. Giant DiLoretto, who is our very own person here, who has taken over for Jim Coe, is going to be on our new slot. We're doing a Halloween special with Bucky Courtwright from Booze and Booze, and one's with a Z and one's with an S. He also curates where he takes people historically around the city for kind of like a haunted type of thing. We have RJD2 coming in to record here. I'm sure you're familiar with his work.
Way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Food Villains. And before RJ got signed, he actually was on one of the songs on our album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. And so he's coming in. We just have so much talent here, and there's just so much to offer to our local community. But we also, You Inc. is something that's available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud. We're making it available nationally because it's something. It's that good. Everything on this station is that good. If you were to look at my Shazam tags, like 90% of them come from WCBE.
That's awesome. Which kind of answers my question. What I was going to ask.
Sure.
Is well, let me rephrase that since that kind of answered a few of my questions.
Go ahead.
So how did you discover, because you said you were listening to WCBE when the idea came about.
Right.
How and when did you discover WCBE?
I was asked about this when I did my story, my WC My Story. So if you haven't heard it, but if you have, this might be a little bit of repetition. When I came to the Ohio State University, it was the late 80s, beginning of 90s, and it was just kind of like when the rave scene started. And I was a little bit of a club kid during the time, and that music that we play, you couldn't find it anywhere, like nowhere. And I stumbled upon Michael Swaggerty at midnight, and I was blown away that this was actually on real live FM radio. Who is this person? How did they know? And then more so, like, what is this amazing station that recognizes this music and puts it on the air? And that's when I first fell in love with WCBE, listening to Swaggerty. Now DJ James Brown is on there, also a good friend of mine. He's amazing, does great work. And so they're just ahead of the curve. They, again, highly curated. It's very thoughtful. I mean, Dan Michalko, the station manager here, is very, very, very particular about what he puts out there. Nothing hasn't been studied. The man is a genius. Paul, who is going to be doing Ask a Spaceman before me, he's going to be at the 2 o'clock at the lineup. He is another genius that we have in town. And, just everything about his program. You also have the opportunity to interact with his program, which is amazing. There is nothing about this station that you can't love. And there's something for everyone. That's the other thing. There was something for a club kid in the 90s. Now today there's something for someone who wants to be an emotionally intelligent parent. Someone who wants to have dual career relationships. We had Kyle Katz and April Zimmerman Katz on here also doing that. There's really something for everyone, and you can trust that it's thoughtful and it's fair. And it's been curated. That's the word that keeps coming to my mind, is that it's highly, highly curated.
Right. Now for our listeners out there, if you feel the same way, if you made that connection with WCBE early in life or later in life, whenever it was, there's a reason you tune in on a day-to-day basis. It's because we reach out and touch you in, an emotional factor or an educational factor, definitely an entertainment factor. There's hundreds of reasons to tune into this station. And, one of the best things about it is a lot of that is local, because we are loco for local. We love to support our local, our local businesses, our local musicians, our local show producers. We have a bevy, including You Inc.,
right,
of locally produced shows that are, finding new spots in our lineup, including Space Radio, U Inc., Craft. A lot of these shows are locally produced because Columbus is frankly a talented town, an education town. We are affiliated with Columbus City Schools. OSU, even though they're kind of an NPR rival, they're still a big factor of this town. This town is very education oriented. We want our people, our community, to be strong, smart, and entertained, and that's a big part of why we're here. And today is a good opportunity for you to show your support for the edutainment that WCBE brings to you. And you can do that at 614-365-5711. We're going to go into some more music, and we're going to come back and talk to Ria for a minute. But we want to, reinforce why you're here currently right now during the Global Village, and that's great music. Heather.
Yes, we are going to hear from John Fulbright, and this one is God Above, here on WCBE.
Now it's not working.
So what'd you think? Did you want any other content, or was that anything else?
Let me see what her... here. We'll definitely come. Well, you kind of touched on your favorite CBE programming, why it's important to you, how you discovered it. I'm trying to think here.
Anything else we should push?
Are there any local bands that you perhaps are into right now, or local music?
Well, everybody loves Angela Prilly. I mean, everyone loves her and the Howling Moon, so that wouldn't be enlightening anyone. I used to like Forest and the Evergreens, but my guy Mike twice moved to LA, but I think he was in town for a little bit ago. Who else? I don't know. I mean, there's Mojo Flow. I mean, we have so many.
We might have somebody that we could possibly grab real quick. Do you have any idea when the Angela Prilly stuff would be?
It might be a mobile.
We'll go into another song after
Okay.
this. We'll come back. I'll figure out a way to toss into you. Figure out a way to. I'm trying to think of a way that we can tie you into music, which would lead to you tossing to the Angela Prilly.
Gotcha.
So that you could,
okay.
segue into the Angela Prilly thing.
Did the person just call in?
Yeah.
Sometimes they make comments. Did they put a comment that we can also talk about? Do you know where they usually have? Does they usually have like a comment?
Oh no, he's a phone volunteer. That's why I recognize his name. So he made a contribution while he's over in the phone room.
Oh look, he did VIP member charger and soap. What does the charger look like?
I am not exactly sure. I want to say it's just like a small little cube with our logo on it, and it has like all the micro USB and like a couple of different I think it has a lightning charger on it.
Was there a message that he wanted? Because I can talk.
No,
I can say
no,
you.
No, it was just this.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if he specifically had a message or something.
Is there a particular song?
I'm gonna launch into another song after this, and then that'll give us time to figure that out.
Okay.
And you guys already covered these. These are already done. All these things, the thank yous and stuff. You guys have already thanked all these people who donated. I'm guessing.
Sorry, what was that?
No, you've already thanked all these people that are here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We usually have a box for it, but someone jacked our box. All right.
So then after this, just do some more of the same?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. the easiest way to make that segue happen, and it makes
I
sense.
can do it. I can figure it out.
All right.
We'll just talk a little bit. At the honest, like, just remember keeping it local. One of our local darlings is Angela Pearly, so we'll hear now from Angela Pearly and the Howling Winds. Yeah.
Bada bing.
Yeah, you just tell me what minute mark you want that to happen in.
Nope. So what I'll basically do like another introduction. We want to thank Ria for coming in and spending some time showing her support for WCBE. And I'll mention the phone number, and then you can come in and then pitch to the song.
Okay, got it. I can do that.
Ugh.
Who is this? This sounds really good. This is what I'm talking about. Like, every time I hear a song in here, it's like always such good music.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I brought in most of the music for today.
Did
just
you?
'cause I wanted to bring stuff that we don't normally hear
Yeah.
on top of.
It's amazing. Who is this?
This is War Paint.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
I don't know
nice.
if you're familiar with that
I have
at all.
heard of them.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Okay, really cute.
I've been on a big War Paint kick here lately.
It's number 2.
Yeah, they're already. I switched it over from the fall from the Albright to this. So when we come back from this, we'll thank Ria for dropping it, and then she's going to toss to the Angela Pearly, which is the one in here. So the number.
I'm going to do a little bit more chatting, though, too, right? I'm going to do a little bit more chatting about the show and this and that.
Yeah, definitely mention the best way to segue that would be, locally produced, and then some local music.
But you still want me to talk a little bit more about the time slot changing, and this is all member driven and stuff like that.
I think yeah, I guess we could pitch that. So if you want to come back, did you think?
No, we haven't thanked that person yet.
Oh, I think it's up there. One of the phone guys, that was the one that Rita,
he just came
Rita
in.
just brought in. Damn it.
So, what's the plan again?
Oh. Yeah, Tony donated while he was in the phone room. You want to come back, drop the numbers, thank him. I'll thank Ria and let her segue somehow.
Do my
into
last little bit,
Angela Pearly.
and then I'll segue to that. Okay, and I'll just do like a little bit last minute talking about, a little bit more, like, again, just a reminder, or just go recap everything that I talked about just a little bit. Okay, and then all right, I got it. Because we're not any time constraint to play anything. Because I'm supposed to be here until 1:30.
Well, like I said, we'll chat some more about the show.
I can chat.
I can't remember.
Is there any other questions you want to ask me?
What time is the show getting moved to?
2:30. Paul's at 2. It's Splendid Table, Paul, then me, then the kid network thing.
Oh, the ISN.
Yeah.
I wish they'd make that go away.
Yeah, tell me about it.
But
But yeah, I'm supposed to be here till 1:30, so believe me, I can chat that time. Are there any other questions you want to pitch me from that list right there?
oh, well, most of them you kind of answered. What
Okay.
role does WCBE play in the Ohio?
That was from War Paint and Discovery here on WCBE. And we'd like to thank Tony LaRosa, who is a volunteer and donated during this last break. He likes selected shorts, blue collar, and anti-meridium. So thank you so much, Tony, for not only donating your time, but also to donating to WCBE. So thank you again.
And once again, we are in our themed, well, I guess we're in hour 2 of our themed Global Village today. Our theme of the day is smiling and dialing. We've had quite a few people who were apparently feeling the smile when they dialed in. How about you? Can you give us a call, show your support for the Global Village in particular? Tell us how you dig Maggie. Maybe, you've made that bond and connection with Maggie and what she brings in on a daily basis. You enjoy the personality that she brings on top of the music that she brings. She brings a wide selection. I mean, I personally have benefited from Maggie's work here at the station. There have been plenty of songs that she has played that I've gone out and found out more about that artist. She kickstarted me in the direction of a lot of artists and even local music. Maggie does a lot of wonderful things musically here at the station. She's an integral part of the station. Show your support for Maggie and the Global Village by giving us a call. 614-365-5711. Not only is it me and Heather here in the studio currently right now, we're also joined by Ria Greiff.
Hi.
Ria is, of course, of You Inc., which is another locally produced show that we have here. And You Inc. is moving its time slot on Saturday from the 6:30 to
2:30, yep.
Yeah, so again, let people know who don't know what it is that
Sure.
they can expect from You Inc. in that 2:30 slot. Because I know personally, I'm here at 6:30 almost every Saturday, so I know what the show is about. But there's going to be listeners who are like later risers who don't know, or maybe they just tuned in. Let us know what You Inc. is about, because they may even have caught YouTune.
Right. That was
in the later
exactly,
section.
you read my mind. That's exactly what I was going to talk about
Yes.
next.
Yeah, I mean, because that's later in the day.
Right.
Is that Thursday?
That's Thursday nights
Okay.
at 9:01
See, I'm here on the weekends,
p.m.
so
Yep,
sometimes,
you got it though.
we do
You and I are
something
thinking
interesting.
alike.
But real quick, before we go back into that, 614-365-5711. Perhaps you have caught either YouTune or You Inc. You want to show your appreciation for that. Give us a call, 614-365-5711. Ria?
Yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned that, because the nice thing about You Inc. is that we also have a companion show. It's YouTune. And YouTune is on at 9:01 p.m. on Thursdays. And YouTune's got a little bit kind of a lighter kind of feeling to it. And it's a quick tune-up, because sometimes we don't have time to listen for 30 minutes. And I really just want, to give something very quickly. So within 5 minutes, that particular tool that we have that week on You Inc., I put it up on YouTune, and I give you something that you can use immediately. I mean, it's extremely practical. You can use it immediately in order to achieve what it is that we're talking about. So, for example, this past week, or that was this past Thursday, that was last night, we talked about being in the moment, how to be in the moment, because the You Incs that we're doing this Saturday are live from Confest that we did with Jim Coe, and also live from Burning Man. We actually took You Inc. on the road, and Burning Man allowed us to do a You Inc. live at Burning Man on stage in the middle of the desert in Nevada. And it's not pronounced Nevada, by the way. Nevada is correct. And so we have the being in the moment, the live part of it. So being in the moment for me was trying to help people figure out how to be in the moment. Instead of like, okay, I'm not going to ask you to meditate for 45 hours. I'm not going to ask you to be conscious and have mantras day to day. So YouTune is about doing something very quickly. So one of the things that I suggested was how to take your shower in the morning. And it was something I went through all the steps, and within 5 minutes you can be in the moment. And that's really what YouTune's all about. And we do a movie motivation, to listen to a film, to watch a film that can kind of resonate with you in terms of inspiring you towards that. And then we move into the You Inc. on Saturday. And, we talk about local, but really our local talent here is, just as great as anything that you will get nationwide.
Absolutely.
And so that's another thing we want to think about. By supporting the shows that are here produced locally, we could potentially, move it out beyond here. And that's why we podcast this show. And I know that Paul does also with Ask a Spaceman, that he also podcasts. We can support that beyond even. But today, what we're asking people to do is to support the station that supports that type of local programming, that takes that risk. We're not a pay-to-play. It's purely member-supported. So we're just asking people, help us stay on the air. What would happen if this didn't exist anymore? And we can't wait for other people to be the ones that would pick up the phone. It starts with you. And anything that happens in your life, when you're emotionally intelligent, you understand that if you want to see things exist or go away, it's really up to you. So it's only your choice. Only your choices that make things happen. And so in order to make this radio station stay on the air, we really have to be a part of supporting it. So $5, $10, all of it's valuable. And, there's a lot of great gifts. And then we give away tickets all the time. It's not like we don't love our listeners. And we love our members. We do a lot of members-only type of events. So you do get to have access to like events that are unique to members only. And of course, keeping this on the air should be a point of pride for all of us. So,
Absolutely.
Yep.
I guess that kind of does tie into the You Inc. philosophy of self-improvement.
Yep.
Taking that initiative to make things that you want to happen.
Right.
You have to take part in that. You can't just sit back and expect things to happen or hope things to happen.
Yep.
You have to actually make things happen. And in order for us to make this happen, we need for you to give us a call. 614-365-5711. Support local businesses, locally produced shows, and local music. In fact, speaking of local music, you mentioned, well, during the break,
Right.
music breaks, one of your local favorites.
Angela Perley and the Howling Moons. I know one of the Howling Moons, Billy Zeno, really well. He's come and played upright bass with my son, who also plays upright bass. Angela Perley is a lovely human being who I see every year volunteering here at the Phones. Her career is going really well. She's making a great name for Columbus, and their music is incredible. Yeah, support local music as well. Angela Perley and the Howling Moons. Yeah, he is. Oh, yeah.
He's a great dude.
He is.
But since we were talking about Angela Perley, we ran out, dug up some, and we're going to play some Angela Perley right now because we do support local music. Support local radio, though. More specifically, WCBE by calling 614-365-5711 or online at WCBE.org.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Yes.
Okay. That's it. Thanks, Liz.
Oh, no worries.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye, Heather. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks. Bye. Thank you.
Hi, Ria. Thanks.
Hey. Oh, hey, Johnny.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Everything going well?
Yes, well,
Cool. See you guys.
bye.
Bye. Okay, so that was me live on the air. That was fun. And if you are from Columbus or not from Columbus, you can still support your local radio station, and you can listen to UInk Live. UInk Live tomorrow morning at 6:30, but then after that we'll be at our 2:30 slot. And you can always find me at WCBE.org, but also at UInk Radio on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. And YouTune is also on those podcast platforms. And I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. I know I did. It's a beautiful day here in Columbus, Ohio. And what am I going to do next? I don't know. I just had fun doing that. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. Have a great day.